Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Retro Wrestling Revival. It's Monday night. Hope everybody is doing well. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. We have a great show planned for everybody tonight. I am John, and joining me as always is Brother Martin. What's going on, my friend?
I'm doing good, brother, if you will. We're going to have some fun tonight. Good old-fashioned wrestling, if you will, on the Retro Wrestling Revival. We are on the road to SummerSlam 1997, baby. And you know what? We got the Hart. We got the Soul, The Undertaker versus Bret Hart. We got a special guest referee, Shawn Michaels. What's going to happen with Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck? Will it go kaplunk? Will it crunchy? We don't know, baby. But we're here to have some fun. We're here to discover what's going to happen. But you know what? This is for fans, by fans. I'm excited to be here with you, John. And brother, this is just an awesome thing that we got going on. And, you know, speaking of awesome things, guys, we have over 6,000 followers on Facebook here. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. The goal is 10,000 by the end of the year. We think we're going to get that way before then, thanks to your support. And the fact is that this brand is growing like crazy, and we got some great news that we're going to be sharing with you soon. But you know what? Let's focus on the present, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
We got Monday Night Raw ahead of us.
We got some Raw. Daniel's here. He says, hope everybody's having a good night tonight on the road to wrestle. Oh, wait, wrong time. SummerSlam, that's the one. R-Truth for president and everything else. Give him all the gold. Jeremy's here. What's up, everybody? Spent my day working hard. On the go. Put the hand on the clock, kept spinning too slow. Road Dogg and Double J had a classic hit. That's a great.
They did.
What a song that is.
It is.
It's not as good as the Gigolos, though.
Oh my God, dude, the Gigolo is outstanding, and it's
Will
not.
the Gigolo make an appearance tonight?
Maybe like the Colossal Kongs might make an appearance,
bro.
So
another career has been rejuvenated. I mean, recently Nails has come out of the woodwork after all these years we've been talking about. He's out of nowhere. Nails is making appearances and shit lately. He's doing virtuals, WrestleCons. Yet an American Males potential reunion coming. Roadblock just did a virtual signing, and now, for the first time ever, one of the Colossal Kongs that we were talking about on the show and that you put up on the Facebook is now doing a virtual signing somewhere. So whoever the Colossal Kong is, you're welcome.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
What's going on, Lawrence? Lawrence said, good day all from Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Great to see you, Lawrence. Jeremy said, Chris, we missed your brother. Absolutely. Daniel says
Glad
the
to be back.
Gigolo always makes an appearance, even in spirit. Absolutely.
That's right, baby. That's what I'm talking
Yes.
about. So, brother, what we got on the docket tonight for Monday Night
We got a
Raw?
good show, so let's get some housekeeping out of the way. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that bell and notification, please. It'd be greatly appreciated. So that way you get notified every time we do a show, and that way you subscribe to it. Make sure you like the video. Hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. Give the video a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And follow us on Facebook if you haven't already done so as well, and like the page as well. People always just follow and don't like. So if you could follow and like, it'd be greatly appreciated. That's the housekeeping, though. That's easy stuff right there. Next thing, Nails and the Sandman will form a tag team for the Indies. Boy, that would be a hell of a team. Who do you think would drink more beer, Sandman or Nails?
Nails. I think Nails will drink them out of the table.
I think he would too. Sandman's a drunk and all, but I think Nails is he's got at least a fucking 30-pack of the Jim Powers special somewhere.
Dude, Jim Powers could be their manager.
Bro, he'd be a great manager for them, that's for sure. But tonight, Chris, we got Raw on the docket. Raw is coming tonight from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. You know, it's right in my neighborhood, Chris.
That's right. I mean, like, it is right by the New York border, correct?
It is. I actually went through Bethlehem a few weeks ago. So
really?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
It's right up near the Poconos. So I was just right up around that area a few weeks ago. So yep, this is coming from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It took place on August 4th, 97. Here's the match card. Pretty good match card, it looks like on paper. First match, Ken Shamrock's taking on Kama Mustafa. What do you think about that one?
I think that could be a good one.
Could be. Next match. Oh, yeah, the pre-Godfather days. Next match is going to be Taka Michinoku versus Brian Christopher. That might be the match of the night if they give him enough time.
Oh, like without a shadow of a doubt. I'm excited for that.
Triple H versus Vader. Do you think Vader has washed his clothes for this match?
No, not for 13 weeks. He's very superstitious.
Over or under on him? You taking the bet that he's washed it now or no?
No, hell no. No.
Right.
No, that's part of his defense. I'm just saying, like, his strategy.
Daniel says it right. Good card, which means they'll all have screwy finishes. Yeah, no doubt about that one, Daniel. I can imagine that's going to happen probably, bro. Then we have one of Chris's guilty pleasures. The Patriot is here. He's taking on the Sultan, which is Rikishi.
The Sultan better watch out because he's going to get an American-made foot up his ass.
He better realize and he better make a difference, or else the Patriot's going to be taking his ass to the woodshed.
Clean it up. Okay, just saying.
Nails and the Sandman would end up splitting up as a tag team over an argument for the last beer, leading to a feud. A last beer on a pole match.
That is awesome. Yes, I agree.
Triple H is going to get an extra big whiff with that schnoz of his. Yes.
Oh God, that poor fella.
Loving it. Then we got the Godwinns taking on the Headbangers. All right. Bob Holly is here taking on Brian Pillman. And then, Chris, in the main event, it is the Dude. Oh, have mercy. Dude Love is taking on Owen Hart.
All right. I'm excited. Let's do this.
Jeremy says AEW Legends and AEW A&E Legends and Rivals returns. First episode's Legends is Randy Orton and Rivals is Triple H versus Rock. All right. Well, Jeremy, I'll give a little spoiler on something we're going to be doing here on the show with that. We've been doing it a couple episodes the last few weeks, but we have some stuff coming up where we've already taped with WrestleMania rivalries and matches. We're actually going to turn a rivalry series into some stuff that we're going to be doing over the next couple months, and it's going to be a staple on the show where we're going to go and check out great rivalries throughout all the promotions. It doesn't matter that it's WWE, TNA, WWF, Raw, whatever the brand is that AW, AWA, you name it. We're going to look at
WXO.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's nothing off the limits for this one, but we're going to be checking out rivalries, and it's going to be our rivalry series that we're going to do because I didn't even know A&E did a Legend series with that. Chris, have you ever watched it?
I have actually. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, I have to check that out then. But we're going to be doing a rivalry series here coming up. There's a little precursor to some of the stuff that we're going to be announcing over the coming weeks, but that's going to be a fun series. I can't wait to do that one. I love looking back at some of the best, best moments in wrestling history and the best rivalries. And we're going to take input from fans on that one too. So we expect to hear from each and every one of you what some of the things you'll want to hear when we get to that point.
And we will do Hall of Fame eventually.
Eventually. We're going to clean it up.
We're gonna clean it up. We might combine last year and this year.
Maybe.
Just saying.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll eventually get that one day.
We will.
All right.
One
Well, if
day
you guys want to
we
watch
will.
along with us, head on over to the Peacock app. We're going to be watching on Peacock tonight. Season 5, episode 31, August 4th, 1997 is the date. Monday Night Raw. Chris, you got it loaded up and ready to roll, buddy?
I got the cock locked and ready to unload. Let's do
We
it,
got the
brother.
cock locked, ready to go. I'm excited, my friend. Let's get rolling here. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Hit that play button now.
All right. At 14,000 countries.
In 74 different languages. And a half a trillion people. The World Wrestling
Yeah.
Federation, the worldwide leader in sports entertainment.
That's right. And
And
what'd you think about
probably the
that
greatest
next-
Raw intro right here coming up, as always.
Oh yeah, like that. I would say this is number 1, and like a close number 2 is like the 2002 with the across the nation.
Across the
theme.
Nation's a great one, too.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yep.
What you call it? What did you think about that Vince McMahon clip I sent you?
It was hilarious. It was hilarious, bro. The Vince stuff that's been coming out recently is just tremendous.
Yes.
Lawrence is saying Triple H versus Alice Cooper in a nose pose down contest. Daniel's
Aw.
going for him and Prince Iakea is the rivalry most are trying to get on video. Somebody has to locate Prince Iakea first. We're in search of him for you, Daniel. So
Where is Prince Iakea?
we were discussing that this weekend. That jabron hasn't been heard of in about 8 years. There hasn't been a picture of him. So he's almost as missing in action as hard work Bobby Walker.
Well, Bobby's got a good reason. I mean, if you want to get technical,
Mr. Technical, that is.
yeah, that's
Daniel
right.
says the worldwide leader in all-time napping, Ahmed Johnson.
That's
Do you
what
think
I'm
they'll
talking
wake
about.
Ahmed up for from his nap to come on the show tonight? Holy
No.
shit,
What
this
did you see that
crowd.
guy?
Oh my lord. Wow. This crowd is special right off the bat.
The Ugo meter, is it going off?
Oh, bro, I usually don't even let it start this early in the show. Okay. That fucking thing, that needle is going like this right now. Chris is going. It's just calling me, bro. It's calling me. All these signs in the crowd. Ain't nobody seen this shit tonight. Yeah, this might be the most signs I've ever seen in a crowd in my life here, Chris.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, well, think about it. Bethlehem doesn't get much attention.
Yeah, Bethlehem, there's not much to do. So they were making signs in the local gym before this show came. Come on, Pillman, whack somebody with that slammy. I would love it.
That'd be funny if you threw it to the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
I'm a black heart, damn it. Woo!
Yeah, woo! I'm a nugget. Yeah,
Owen's got the pus on his face tonight. Davey Boy's coming out with his flag. He's happy. Brett's not looking too happy either. And now Pillman's out. He's mad too.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Bret Hart, which I was watching a thing where Bret was talking about how he went to the double or nothing show.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one.
And he was already in Vegas. So he's like, wait a second, like they're gonna pay me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. All right, let's go.
I know his best line of it was he says he goes, well, I'm staying in a hotel right across the street, so all I have to do is walk across the street, walk to the arena, and go get a paycheck. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I don't blame him.
He goes, I didn't even know what they were. He goes, but okay. TKO's putting
he probably got like 10 grand for that. I'm just
probably
saying.
maybe more. TKO's putting UFC on display on Raw tonight. Michael Chandler's in the front row. He called Conor McGregor a jabroni and said he's got a tail kicking coming. All right, nice. Andre's here. What's going on, Andre?
Howdy.
Lawrence says Prince Iakea is probably busy doing shows as a Prince impersonator singing Purple Rain. The last picture of him, he is as bald as a cue ball, Chris.
Yes.
Oh, shit. We missed SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good SummerSlam anyways.
Anyways, guys.
Sorry, we fucked that one up. That's an early SummerSlam, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
I've never remember SummerSlam being that early.
A couple years ago, it was in like the last day of July, the one in Nashville.
Jeez, I don't even remember anymore. Hey, Chris, hit your mic up just a little bit so I can just hear a little bit better, buddy. Thanks, buddy.
Are you good?
Yeah,
good now.
Yep. Thanks,
Okay,
bud.
perfect. All right. So
Wait,
yeah,
Brett is looking quite happy to rub this in everybody's face right now.
he is.
This is a good camera shot, Chris. Look at his sunglasses, how it looks there when they got it on him.
It's reflecting off of it, dude. That's awesome.
Isn't it really cool?
Yes, it is. Yes, Brett's just like, you know what? I'm the best there is, best there was, and the best there will be. And very few people can argue that fact.
Fuck, bro. This audience is just something. Bro, I can't.
Did they beat Nashville?
Bro, they're almost there already. I got to give it at least another half hour just for fairness. But
Oh my god.
there is no way they're not overtaking Nashville here in Bethlehem.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I'm not a Pennsylvania guy, and I'm glad I just live near it.
Hey,
we missed SummerSlam. Now that lacks some true heart. That lacks some true heart and soul.
oh yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Like for us, yeah. The thing. So like we would have been stuck on SummerSlam for how long?
Lord knows how long. It would have been at least 2 straight weeks of it.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's just good. WWF is not yet there. It has some great moments in '97 here up until this point. They've had some really good moments. It just has not been a better show than Nitro at all. It's sometimes yeah, minus a few of the people in the segments, minus the Brett stuff, the Austin, the Dude Love stuff. It's been an awful show for months upon end.
Oh my god, do you see the clown faces?
Dude, fuck these guys. They already took Nashville over. I'm not even giving it 30 minutes. I'm not. Fuck it. God. Bro, this is like a new record. This is a new record. We are 6 minutes and 18 seconds into the show, and they took over Nashville as the ugliest damn crowd I've ever seen. Not even 7 minutes in. That's impressive. Impressive, Bethlehem.
Very impressive. And
Brett's cutting a great promo here too. I got to give him credit. This is a nice promo.
He is.
The winged eagle is just downright beautiful. Give it more camera time than this crowd. Yes, sir. I agree. Brett's wrestling lineage alone is timeless. Absolutely. These clowns, they just come from an ICP show.
Oh God, yes.
Wonder how many of these fans are from Amish country and snuck out of the plantation for the night. They threw on their civilian clothes, Jeremy.
They did. But yeah, speaking of like the Winged Eagle belt, I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,000+ times more. The most beautiful championship in the history of wrestling.
Yeah, it really is nice.
Yes.
It's just damn good.
They should bring it back. I think Cody would look phenomenal with it.
I think it's something he should bring back if they give him the belt. You know, he's all about the lineage and stuff all the time. He brought that beautiful Intercontinental title back.
Yes.
I missed that belt.
Not that the one before that sucked, but yeah, I think the newer one is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I think a lot of the newer belts are terrible.
They're so cookie cutter and all that. I mean, because I think Gunther would look amazing with the older belt. Just saying. But yeah.
I think WWE has some of the ugliest belts in the world right now.
They do. I agree. How much cocaine do you think the Bulldog's done?
Dude, that dude's been bumping lines for days. No sleep.
No,
he don't care.
Nope.
We begin the time where WWF wasn't sure what was in store for Stone Cold with his health. Yeah, because he busted his neck the night before. That was an awful thing at SummerSlam. That's what I do remember about SummerSlam was that awful moment.
He broke his neck. He was temporarily paralyzed.
How he ever wrestled again was just insane.
I know. I mean, and the thing is that John, that must be one of like the scariest things that you can ever experience being like a human being.
I couldn't imagine like that.
Just laying there paralyzed, not being sure whether you would ever walk again or be able to just. Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Owen looks rattled here.
He does.
But of course, they're trying to get into a promo.
I'm sure that Owen felt terrible about what happened.
Oh, yeah, I know he did. No way he couldn't have.
Yeah.
Now, he never
Yeah.
called Austin and apologized, and Austin got hot at him about that or something, right?
Yeah. I think that Owen felt so
Ooh,
guilty.
look at that, Chris. Look at that shit with his head. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe they show that, bro. Oh,
Oh my God.
oh, that looks just awful. He's calling him a crippled freak now. Wow.
I'm sure Steve Austin let him say that.
I think he understood. Gunther looks good with the ugly IC belt tonight. He makes the winged eagle a different level. He can make the winged eagle a different level. Yeah,
Oh God, yes.
he
I
would look
agree.
great with it. A lot of the new belts are over decorated. They need better basic blueprints, standout designs that look good. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that perspective too, Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
They're just overdone in a lot of ways, and some of them are just flat looking and just blah. Those Amish boys got some canned apple butter and some corn in exchange for some of the Stone Cold's beer and help getting those horses home without getting caught. Yeah, they are an Amish country up there.
This guy's got
They got Sergeant
WrestleMania?
Slaughter.
this is like this is Linda McMahon's theme.
I know it just doesn't feel right for the Sarge.
He's
I
the
always
new
love this thing. This theme song.
Yes. Dude, this was originally for WrestleMania.
Yep, they did it. I think for a few years for WrestleMania. I think it was about 3 or 4 years they used it.
Yeah. My thing is that Sergeant Slaughter was a legend without a shadow of a doubt. I respect the hell out of him, but he was a terrible commissioner.
Terrible.
So yeah,
The Sergeant Slaughter gimmick was so played out to me at this point.
it was. You maggot.
Look, he's got like a stain from catering right on his shirt, right near his nipple, Chris. Look at it.
Oh my God.
When he gets closer. Can you see it?
Did he sweat through his? Oh,
I don't know if he sweated through it or he's got macaroni and cheese that he wiped off before that he just took some like water before he came out and just had to like just try to get it off and it didn't work.
Oh, that's awesome.
Austin after Survivor Series on 1997. I don't ever think fights Owen again. He was done with Owen after that incident. Yeah, Eddie's maggots. Ginny is here. Slaughter is about to endure some stunners and get ripped on by DX. That is the good part about Sergeant Slaughter's reign here.
That's true. What you call it? Slaughter's daughter has a podcast.
Why?
Did you know that? I don't know. Rikishi Fatu has a podcast now.
I saw that this weekend. I listened to part of it for a few minutes.
It's actually really good.
It wasn't that bad.
I think Rikishi's a great storyteller.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad what I listened to. I'm not going to say I would listen to it every month or anything like that. I think it's a monthly show.
It is? Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah, I don't think it's daily. I think it's monthly and they just clip it. But I mean, I don't know if I would listen to it every month, but I would definitely listen to bits and pieces of it. Or if I was low on content, I would check it out again.
Yeah, Rikishi Fatu off the top podcast.
Clean it up.
Clean it up. Yes.
He's capitalizing on that shit with his sons in the bloodline right now. You know it.
Do you blame him?
No. It's smart.
Yeah, it's very smart. So hell, like, which I would do the same thing.
Yep.
And it's crazy to think that like three of his sons are major players in the company right now. So
when
like
Slaughtered rules, it's an ocean.
Oh my God!
You will wear a dress, Pillman, and that's an order. Watch some clips of Owen versus Ken in the octagon cage match. Some of the bumps in the side of the cage, fist kicks, suplexes. Yeah, I don't remember, Lawrence. I have to check that out.
How the hell did Steve Austin show up?
How is he here after he just got his neck broken?
Wow. I don't remember this.
Man, he looks like he's in some pain, Chris.
Yeah, I could not do this.
How many Vicodin you think he was taking?
I would probably take a whole bottle full just to eat it.
He's popping those fucking things like Pez, I bet, just to get out here tonight. He looks blitz, bro.
He does. Yeah,
He does. Vince, he looks blitzed.
Do you think it was Steve that he insisted, or do you think it was Vince McMahon saying, "Hey, we need you"?
Man, I have no idea.
Because
I mean, Vince has always been a good guy about stuff for the most part. When it comes to injuries, I think with people, but this was a different era of tough guys. These guys didn't miss a minute unless they had to.
No
So,
offense, but if John, like if me and you were his boss, we would say go home. Go get
yeah.
your health squared away.
Yeah. No
So-
doubt about it, Chris.
So
No doubt
did
about
he-
it.
Wait,
The amount of beers he pounded.
he wrestled again. Wait, hold on. He wrestled in November
Yeah, it's Survivor Series.
at Survivor Series. I
Yeah,
believe.
Daniel just
Yeah.
mentioned that one. Yep.
Well,
And that was the last time I think they got in the ring together.
yeah.
Will Rikishi join the bloodline? I hope not, Lawrence. There's no need for him.
I think they need to end the Bloodline storyline at Mania.
I think you got a while to go, buddy.
I think The Rock's going to turn on Cody. Not Cody, but
Roman.
Roman. Yep.
He's gonna do a Tyson probably.
Yes.
I'd like to see him drag it out longer with a few other things, but I'd like to see it go. I think you're gonna hear Rock and Roman go till 41. So.
Yeah, I think they're going to announce Rock and Roman the night after Mania.
You will see. Have you watched The Undertaker's YouTube channel yet? I checked out a couple clips, Jeremy. It was okay.
Yeah. The Undertaker's
okay.
Yeah, he's all right. I mean, he's not he was never known for phenomenal promos.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad.
Oh my God, Ahmed's here.
He's definitely sleeping, bro. He just got up from it. What the is he wearing around his neck?
I don't know.
Does he have a collar on?
It's a choker.
What in the is that, man?
It's a choker. Hold on.
Did he think that was a good idea?
Yes. He thought that joining WCW was a good idea. And we saw how that
Big
went
T?
with the big T, man. Legendary.
There is no reason when you see that these four guys for the nation at this point that this should be a flop with these four, because that's four bad looking dudes in there, right?
I agree. Well,
Ahmed's in terrible shape here. Look at him.
Well, three bad looking dudes and one phony tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, this crowd is just tremendous. No. They can't be this ugly, bro.
Oh my God, that's great.
This has to be like AI incorporated in.
Are you serious? You think it's AI incorporated?
No. I wish I could claim that one, to be honest with you, but it's not. Daniel says, you knew he had to be told he couldn't wrestle tonight. He was fighting everything. Absolutely. He didn't want to give up his spot for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Will The Rock try to take over the bloodline like he did the Nation? Will we finally get Reigns and Rock? I think that could be a potential too. That's definitely a potential. There's so many possibilities that they can go, Lawrence. That's the thing. So many of them.
They're definitely going to go Rock and Roman for 41.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be. It just wasn't meant for this year.
Well, dude, the fans, they were royally pissed because the whole thing was Cody.
Yeah, and they pulled an audible. It didn't work. I don't think there was any malice in it. It just didn't work.
Do you think they did a good job with fixing course?
I still think it's a little confusing, but I think it'll work out fine.
Because Cody willingly gave up his spot. That's what I don't understand. And
they're just acting like it just didn't happen now.
Yeah, it's like, well, Rock, here you go. And then suddenly he's declaring, nope, now I'm challenging Roman. And it's like,
what is Ahmed's outfit that he's wearing here? What really went through his mind to think that this was a good idea?
Did he go to like the local sex shop? I mean, what's going on?
It really does. It looks like he went to like the local adult outlet at this point in time. Oh, Sarge is out now. He's giving him all the boot. He's kicking the Nation out. He says, "You're on your own, motherfucker. Let's go. Get to the back." He's ruffling some feathers,
spitting in faces.
Ahmed invented the chokers with his name in big letters. Probably flopped because no one wanted Ahmed around. Lawrence said The Rock turns on Roman. The Rock brings Rikishi back for a tag match against Roman in solo. Rikishi turns on The Rock and joins the bloodline. That could be interesting.
I think that'd be great.
Interesting. Jay versus Gunther for the title tonight. All right. Keep us posted. Ahmed went to the back of Spencer's and found what was ever left.
Yes.
Bro, another easy night for Ahmed here. He's got no match. He's got nothing. He's in and out.
And he's getting paid.
And he's getting paid.
There you go.
He's getting paid in cold beer and hot sandwiches.
Cold beer and hot sandwiches, if you will. Do you think Jim Powers is going to share his stash with Ahmed?
Jim Powers shares his stash with absolutely nobody. And you know that.
Okay.
He's very guarded on that.
Oh, yeah. Which I don't blame him. I mean, which I was the same way. Which I got a pinky finger missing because of him. That bastard bit my finger off.
He's a dangerous dude.
He is. And what you call it? What the hell?
Boy, this would have been a good fight in real life with these two.
Yeah, two genuine badasses. The Godfather, I would not fuck with in real life, nor would I Shamrock still to this day. I would have legitimately loved to have seen a fight between Shamrock and Mike Tyson in their prime.
Mike Tyson would have killed him.
You think?
Would have killed him.
Okay.
He would have killed him. As long as he doesn't get him to the ground. If he gets him to the ground, it'd be bad news. But I don't think he's making it to the point of getting him to the ground. I think Mike's connected on one or two punches and he's going out, especially with the UFC gloves, with those small MMA gloves. Mike Tyson is a bad dude with that. If he knew a little bit of wrestling or whatever, then he'd be. Yeah. If he was able to avoid the takedown, fine. If not, it could be over real fast for him. But usually boxing and MMA fights, it's really bad for the boxers or the strikers because the MMA guys can take them down at will. They're not going to be stupid and fuck around with it. Look what Randy Couture did to James Toney.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree.
He just had fun and took him down at will, bro. And James Toney was a world-class boxer too. You know, was world champion. He took him down at will, and he didn't just take him out fast and choke him out and beat him down. He just beat on him for the whole round. And then when he decided he wanted to just choke him out, that was it.
Yeah.
Ahmed is like, when you made me walk to the ring when I could have been sleeping.
Oh, my God.
You can win against Godfather easily. Just get him some hose. It'd be over. The Rock could bring back some of the old Nation of Domination stable bros to fight the Bloodline, a big match card. I don't want to see any of them back, Lawrence. That's just me, though, for the old Nation guys.
And
it is good to know both, Andre.
Ron Simmons, D'Lo.
Oh, God. Harry Back guy's here.
Oh, God.
Covering my eyes. I can't do it. This guy, get him away. Thank you.
He's off camera now.
Oh, thank God. Please, I don't want to see Harry Back guy again.
We're talking about screwy finishes. There's your first one of the night.
Well, at least it was a pin, though.
That's true.
And then Kama just got up like it was nothing.
Yeah, he didn't sell it at all.
Nope. He just popped up, and now he's looking for the Los Boricuas. He's running into the crowd.
Okay.
That cotton candy guy's about to get fucked up.
Oh, God. Mike Tyson versus Haku.
Jeez. Man, I don't know. I'm never betting against Haku from the stories you hear about him. Brian Pillman has his own dressing room, apparently, in the back, Chris.
That looks like the toilet. That looks like the bathroom.
Shawn Michaels has something to say, at least. Let's see what he's got to say.
This was pre-Lazy Eye. Wait, Stone Cold still a tag champion?
He's still a tag champion. Are they going to... What did they do with Stone Cold and Owen? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think he forfeited.
Oh, no. Look who it is.
Why don't we bring Brackus back?
Fucking Brackus again. Chris.
Okay, straight up, I'm saying this now. As long as he's alive, I want Brackus to come back and do signings.
Get Brackus the fuck out of here. This guy. Wow. No.
Oh, God.
What is going on? The Bridge Burner. Nice to see you out tonight.
Howdy.
When are we going to see a Legends fight between Mike Tyson and Ken? Mike Tyson, if you put him in a boxing ring, will kill him, Lawrence. Ken's been chinny for 12 years or for 20 years probably now. He got knocked out by Tito Ortiz. So the cradle pin is good for takedowns. The shoot, yep. Bar fight, Ming and Terry Punk versus the APA. Oh man, wow. Ming and Terry Funk versus the APA. I'm not going to go against the APA on that one.
I gotta go with Ming and Terry Funk.
You think he's taking both of them down?
Yes.
He doesn't even need Funk, probably, right?
No.
Haku versus Mark, the Super Samoan Hunt, or David Tua. It would be bad for both of them. He would crush them.
Who?
Rackus, the future of the business.
Yes.
Andre said, then you break arms. Sonny, what could have been? The Bridge Burner says, I was going to say Ken was past his peak during the Tito feud, and that was ages ago, it feels. Yeah, he was way past his peak, Bridge Burner, and it was bad for him every time he got in the ring with him. It was embarrassing. Most of the end of his career was embarrassing.
Which I watched the Tito and the Liddell match from like a few years ago. That was so hard to watch.
Yeah, considering Liddell killed him every time, and then he gets in the ring with him later, and Tito knocked him out. That was sad.
Well, Liddell was clearly doing it for the money.
Yeah, and he had been knocked out in 5 of his last fights before that and hadn't been in the ring in ages. It wasn't a smart move, even against Tito. So
what's the term? He was punch drunk?
Yeah, he was punchy. He was punch drunk.
Yeah.
Brian Christopher's here. Oh, boy. This should be a good match, though.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I love Taka. And I love Brian Christopher. Very underrated.
Tyson versus Shamrock would probably go like Shamrock's fight with Kimbo Slice. I think it would go way faster, Lawrence. I think he'd be snoozing in one punch. GSP is the GOAT, Jeremy. I would agree with that. And the Bridge Burner said, and then I felt like Tito versus Chael's feud. Tito looked like Ken, full circle. Yeah. And Chael was looking old at the end there too, Bridge Burner. He was definitely he was looking real old at that point. He had notorious issues with testosterone and steroids and stuff too, and he couldn't do it without being on that stuff.
Speaking of UFC, there's a really good show on Fight Nation with Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Which I listened to it. I think it's on at 11 p.m. Nightly. On
Jimmy Smith's really good. He was the Raw announcer for a while.
He sounds just like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice suplex there by Brian Christopher on Taka.
And
does Brian Christopher have one of the most obnoxious but funny laughs ever?
Yes. You want
him and Jerry
the piss out of him.
Him and Jerry.
You want
Brian was such a talent. If only his demons. Yeah, absolutely. I agreed. Chuck should have retired after the Rashad Evans fight. I would agree on that too, Jeremy. Taka was very underrated, Bridge Burner. We've been watching him a lot over the past few months, and his matches are always pretty much the match of the night on the card. Wouldn't you say, Chris?
Oh yeah, he's outstanding. Taka. Just imagine if they would have actually gone full bore like with the light heavyweight division. I mean, and like with Taka, dare I say he could have been one of the biggest wrestlers in the world at the time if they would have done it correctly.
Well, I don't think he could have been one of the biggest ones in the world, but he would have been one of the bigger I think he was one of the top light heavyweights for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like, one of like the best light heavyweight wrestlers in the world, or cruiserweight, or whatever. Just imagine
he would have been fun to watch in WCW.
Just imagine Rey Mysterio versus Taka.
Yeah,
that would have been.
Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I'm surprised WCW didn't go after Taka.
Well, he was a big signing for them. People don't realize and remember at this point in time, I don't think a lot. They did a lot of hype for him for many, many months about the signing of Taka Michinoku. He was a big signing for them. Yeah, he was a big star in Japan, and he was a big signing for them to be the kind of the person that was the face of their light heavyweight division. They just didn't have a lot of good light heavyweight talent, so they had to do this stupid, Smoky Mountain, NWA, USWA crap that they were doing. It was unfortunate for him because he was such a talent. He would have thrived in the cruiserweight scene in WCW.
Just imagine all of the dream matches he could have had.
Sure.
So yeah.
I guillotined someone on Valentine's Day while I was waiting for a train. His boys came at me because they were harassing some chick. Did you put him out, Andre? Did he go to sleep?
There you go.
Reminds me of the Highlander 2 character. Yeah. Brian's laugh. Sounds like something you'd hear on TikTok when somebody fails. Taka had a good run for somebody his size. Yep. The WWF turned the light weight division into a joke. That's for sure.
Gilbert. Did you know
Gilbert.
Gilbert? He's the longest reigning champion in the history.
How sad is that, right?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Bridgeburner said, some of my best times were watching Raw live, and how wild that one show we missed was Owen Hart's fall for the pay-per-view. Shaking my head. I always thought it was a sign that we didn't go that year. Terrible, terrible moment. Yeah, one of the worst in wrestling history.
I listened to Jim Ross talk about it, and whenever he was getting ready to write his books, he said the number one thing that Jesus Christ,
that slingshot from Christopher on Taka, man. Taka sold that one good, but that wasn't a smart bump.
Not at all. And the thing is that Jim said one of like the main things that the publishers were asking him whenever he was going to write his book was, how are you going to address the Owen Hart thing? And frickin' Jim's like, I don't know. I just leave me alone about it. Because I mean, there's a difference between hearing about it and then actually being there, seeing it, and knowing the person, knowing their family, and just yeah. Do you think that they should have stopped the show after the Owen accident?
I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know how I'd make that call if I was in their situation. It's tough. I think they did the right thing keeping it going.
Yeah, I mean, because like some people want to be critical, saying how dare they, but you don't know how you would react during those situations. You
never do know. I mean, you never know. That's a tough situation. 100%. Let's see. Get back to the comments for a second. Andre said his boys ran off, but people started showing up, and the cops arrested him. I know how to apply the Ezekiel hold as well. Once you align the spin, it's like a sleeper, only face to face, and you drive the fist in their throat. Well, I'm glad you're okay and all is good. And they put that idiot behind bars, Andre. Good. Any international talent going in the Hall of Fame? I don't think this year, Chris, there's going to be any international talent. Do you?
No.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's a fitting year for it.
I think Lex is going in this year.
I hope so. If WWF really put more effort, they could have done a lot better with the lightweight division if it was taken more seriously with talent like Taka and Essa Rios. Essa Rios was a fun one to watch, wasn't he?
Oh God, he was outstanding. One of my all-time favorite light heavyweight matches was WrestleMania 14 between SA and Taka. So yes, absolute classic.
Yeah, you talked about that a few weeks back. I remember. I don't remember it very well, so one day we'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. China and Triple H.
She looks so fucking manly here, bro.
She does. And who would have thought that she has one of the highest selling Playboy issues?
I never got the allure with people with they thought she was hot. I never saw it. I know she got all the plastic surgery done, and I know there's everybody has their own slice of life with what they like, when it comes to their partners and stuff. I never understood what people saw in the look of China. I never thought she was a pretty woman. Too manly for me. Yep, teach their own. If you're into that, great. Whatever you like.
Oh,
look at
God.
Paul Bear in the back. Well, he's a surly old bastard. What was the main event of the show you guys are currently watching? Bridgeburner, we're on Monday Night Raw right now. It's August 4th, 1997. Right on the Peacock network is where we're watching. So we're at timestamp 33 minutes and 44 seconds right now. The main event of this show tonight is It's Dude Love versus Owen Hart.
He's from the Rocky Mountains, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Daniel said Hunter's theme is so bad it's dreadful. I hate this theme.
Hi. Yeah. Oh God,
WWF could have even brought in talent from companies they had worked with internationally to help their lightweight division, like TNA did with the X division. Yeah, absolutely.
No one has ever defined what the X division is.
Anybody getting a copy of Becky's book? I will not be.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? You going to get a copy of Becky's book?
No.
No, I'm never been a big fan of Becky Lynch. I respect her talent, and I'm great. I love some people love her, just not the biggest fan. That's just me. You are welcome, Bridge Burner. No problem. The smell is coming through the screen because it's Vader time. China had hands though. She could box some dude once. Yeah, she beat Joey Buttafuoco up. He was some. You ever hear of Joey Buttafuoco?
Yeah, the guy that slept with the underage girl, Amy Fisher.
Yeah, and he tried to kill his wife.
Yes.
Yeah, they had the celebrity boxing or something. I think China lumped him up pretty good, if I remember. I think it was Joey Buttafuoco she took on. Really good up very fast.
It's crazy that we live in a society where we glorify people that harm others.
Seriously, and they get paid good money for it like that.
Well, look at the Gypsy Rose girl.
Who is she? What is the deal with this chick?
Essentially, her and her boyfriend, they murdered her mother. And she just got out of prison, so she got a book deal. She got shows done about her, everything, and she's a millionaire now. And she's a millionaire simply because she killed her mom.
Wow, nice. Was her mom like an awful human being or something?
Oh yeah, she was.
Okay, so she deserved to get whacked, huh?
Yeah, Gypsy was diagnosed with mum child by proxy. So, like essentially, her mother made her think that she was sick her whole entire life. Use that to get government assistance. Essentially, she convinced doctors to do unnecessary surgeries. I mean, just all kinds of shit. Just a horrible human being. So
Lord, the world we live in now.
I mean, like,
so that's the Gypsy Rose lady's story and why everybody's like been putting clips of her up.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. No offense, she should just be grateful that she's out of prison.
But Vader is doing his best right here, but we have a screwball finish. This match is over with. They are running to the back now.
Of course.
Yep. 100%. Vader is now slamming the ring steps. Jesus, he about smashed him in half.
I mean, the thing is that
he looks like such a fucking lump of shit at this point of his career.
He does. Hunter was so pissed because of the smell that he's like, fuck it. I'm done.
Vader looks like such a lump of shit at this point of his career. It's bad to see him like this.
Well,
he was once the most dominant guy in wrestling, and then he's got this.
Well, Shawn Michaels ruined his push.
He didn't like him, that's for sure. My grandmother could have beat Joey. Is it bad? Yeah. I still have a trash bag full in storage of over 100 WWF figures from about 97 to 99. All out of case, though. Just recently thought about if they'd be valuable Hasbros. No, not at all. We're collectors here, so I respect that and think it's cool, and it's all good with me, buddy.
I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. For me, like the most recent one I got it was an AEW CM Punk figure, but it was crap. What's it called? The thing was like $60. It's called like the Ultimate Edition or something like. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not really collecting anymore actively or anything, so I don't really like a lot of the AEW figures, so I haven't really checked a lot of them out.
Yeah, so it's got like freaking 25 pieces to it. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful figure, but I got like a deal on it, so just
nothing wrong with that then. No. Let me get to some of the comments here. I think the X division is meant to me to be a division with no limits, extreme style spots, etc. The booking of it would change a lot. However, they never really ever defined what the X division was. I think that was always the problem with it. It was always just
Bear couldn't define it.
Nobody could. A pallbearer bump. We're cooking tonight. I got sucked into the Delphi murder case on here. That case is insane. I don't know anything about that either, Bridge Burner. I just haven't been paying attention to the news lately. Loved Vader, had to respect the backflips. I loved him too in his prime, Bridge Burner, but he got really bad, and it was unfortunate because he just stopped taking care of himself at this point.
Yeah. Jeremy said that on tonight's Raw, Sammy is saying he's got to find a way to become champion of WrestleMania, doing the desperation treatment like HBK did for The Undertaker for his rematch. Honestly,
the ship has sailed.
They should have done it at Mania last year if they were going to do it.
No, Sammy's not over enough to me. It was a popcorn fart, you know, like he gets a decent reaction now. He was like Kofi, man, you know.
Yeah.
He's a quick fix and make everybody happy temporarily. Would have done nothing. He should have never been the person to unseat Roman.
So I mean, it's kind of like with LA Knight. I mean, when it comes to his popularity,
I love Del Wilkes, Chris, but they should never let this asshole talk. Like, it's just not good. It's just he's such a bad talker. It just doesn't come across good at this point.
Yeah,
I love Del Wilkes too. I just not a good talker. Sounds like an asshole, and it's not good to me.
Del, he's an amazing human being. Okay, guys.
Absolutely, he was for sure.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
He was a friend of the show, so like flat out, like we have nothing but the utmost love and respect for Del.
Just not a good promo.
Yeah,
he sounds like an ass in a promo, and it doesn't come across believable as a babyface to me.
Yeah. And like I said, guys, this is the character that got me hooked on the WWF long term. So as crazy as this sounds, so yeah.
Sammy versus Gunther be a more logical choice for Sammy at Mania. I still think you're putting Gunther down a little bit with that.
I think it's going to be Breaker.
Where's Kurt Angle? Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the Patriot used Kurt Angle's original, theme that Kurt Angle used later on. So
yeah,
Psycho Sid was a top fave. Great pick, Bridge Burner. He is the master and ruler of the world for a reason. Vader redeemed himself in Japan. His last big run was post-wrestling, WWF and promotions like Noah, etc. Absolutely. Now we got the Sultan out right now. That's not his real hair. Is it?
No, it looks like horsehair.
When does he come back as Rikishi? Because he comes back later on as that, with that bleached looking hair and shit.
Late 99, early 2000.
99, 2000? Gotcha. Yeah. The Sultan was an awful gimmick for him. Rikishi had his fair share of just shit gimmicks, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did. I mean, and he tried his best to make him work.
Yep. He did all he could. Look at Earl Hebner, not paying attention as always.
You know what? Don't you disrespect the good goddamn.
He was on a virtual this week, Chris. He fucking howdy ho text. He's got a cowboy hat on, looking like a jackass on there.
Whoa.
Yeah. What a turd. Just trying to just fit in wherever he goes. Second best referee of all time, that pile of crap.
Wow. You're going to apologize to him one day, okay?
I ain't apologizing for shit.
You will, okay?
LA Knight seems to have momentum, but how does he break out as a star? Who could he wrestle? I'd love to see him take on Seth and beat Seth. That's for me.
I think it's good.
Chris is getting a good yawn, and Daniel says he did it for The Rock.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be Logan Paul versus LA Knight.
I hope it's not. I hope it is LA Knight versus Seth, and LA Knight gets his rub and wins. Sheik is calling Earl a jabroni from outside the ring. Worst gimmick of all time, go. Wow, that is a loaded question, Bridge Burner. Chris, worst gimmick of all time, go.
Damn. There's a lot
Bastion
of
Booger.
Bastion Booger's terrible. Mantar, hands down.
Mantar. Half man, half beast, the goon.
The colossal
Hey, hold on for a second, Chris. You want to know one of the worst gimmicks of all time, Bridge Burner? Just stand by for 1 second.
Duke Drosy, I love Duke. But
Chris, one of the worst gimmicks of all time is this guy right here.
I don't know how to answer that question. That's like, who's your biggest match? What the hell? I've been doing this for fucking 40 years, and you're asking me who the fuck's my biggest
All
match?
right, you're a fucking worthless.
fucking
You're a
know.
fucking worthless drunk. Go to hell, you worthless loser.
Thank you.
It's been a while since that played.
Thank you.
Thank you. Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
Oh god, that was terrible.
A lot of awful gimmicks. We did a show on it about 4 or 5 months ago on our radio show, and it was always a fun one to do. It's one of those ones we'll go back to many times. So many good choices for the worst gimmicks of all time.
Isaac Yankum was terrible.
Oh,
The
boy, yeah.
Arachno Man.
Yep.
The Colossal Kongs.
No, Colossal Kongs, come on.
Were
Roadblock.
Oh god, Roadblock was terrible. Glacier. I mean, that was a terrible gimmick.
Yeah. Mortis and Wrath.
The
We could go down the list. There's so many. TL Hopper.
TL Hopper, yeah.
AKA Jeff Yapunich. Love you, Jeff.
Oh god.
Avatar, as Daniel said.
Yeah. Friggin' Avatar was terrible.
Sid thought he was a tough guy till he messed with Arn in the hotel. If it wasn't for Vader that night, Sid might not be there. The scissor incident. That's right.
Hey. Sid wasn't cutting it. That's why.
Go to hell. Is that another bar? If it's out there, the goon will find it.
Oh my god.
Bridge Burner says, "Yep, stabbed up like Wild Bill Irwin in WCCW." But didn't like his hockey gimmick in WWF. Worst gimmick, the Shockmaster. I mean, yeah, just take Tugboat and let him grow his hair out a little longer. Change his hair up a little bit, perm it up even better. Throw a big vest on him and put a glittery Starship or Star Troopers Star Wars mask on him.
There you go.
It'll work.
Dude, gimmick all day, man. Beautiful gimmick all day. And then the British Bulldog purposely set him up to trip.
Yep.
On live TV, yeah.
It was all part of the master plan.
No, wait. A really bad gimmick was the Ultimate Solution.
Which one was that?
Okay, so remember whenever there was the Dungeon of Doom and like they were going to end Hulkamania, and they had a whole bunch of people fight Macho Man and Hulk within that cage. They had Z Gangster, so basically
Z Gangsta Zeus,
and then they had another guy called the Ultimate Solution. He played Bane in the Batman movie, in like the Batman Forever movie.
Okay.
And like they called him the Ultimate Solution because the WCW, they didn't realize how offensive that was because of Adolf Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
So they went a good period of time naming him that, and then they had to switch his name. So yeah, you talk about bad gimmicks.
Another worst gimmick, any member of the Dungeon of Doom not named Ming, the Yeti.
Oh my god, the
glitterly stormtrooper mask was a bit stupid, just a bit. What about the Ninja Turtles gimmick in the WWF? The Toxic Turtles, which was Barry Hardy and Dwayne Gill underneath the Turtles.
Oh god,
Rip said the worms were too good for Z Gangster.
Oh my god.
Name a wrestler you always felt should have had a bigger push. Who do you got, Chris?
On the top of my list, I would have to say Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy. I'm going to go with Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, so I would say Mr. Kennedy, Damian Sandow, Dustin Rhodes. I can go on and on. But yeah, Mr. Kennedy, I think he got the short end of the stick, but he also said that his own personal issues got in the way. So
I'll go with Mr. Perfect, and I'll go with Ravishing Rick Rude. And I know you might be saying, Ravishing Rick Rude, he was a champ, IC champ, US champ, international champ at WCW. He should have been a world champion, in my opinion, and they should have went way more with him as a heel. He was one of the greatest ever. 100%.
I agree.
Mr. Perfect, 100%, a legend. Yes, absolutely, Bridge Burner.
And Owen Hart, he should have been world champion.
I think he might have got his opportunity if he would have stayed alive, Chris.
Yeah.
If he would have been alive, I think he might have. I definitely do. Bigger push, Dean Malenko or Pillman? I'm going with Malenko.
Yeah, same here.
All right. Bridge Burner said British Bulldog is one for me. You know why I think it never worked out for him, Bridge Burner? Just because of his substance issues and his demons, I think that's what kind of killed him. Well, I mean, it killed him literally, but I think it killed his career in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
It was sad to see him at the end of it. He was like a shell of himself to it.
And he kept getting opportunities.
Another horrible gimmick, Brother Love. I love Brother Love. I think it's funny, Lawrence. I think it's enjoyable.
I love you.
Love you. Somebody that should have got a bigger push to me. Also, the Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey.
Oh my God, dude! You talk about just panties being soaked.
Fucking red panty night, bro. You got to split the seas when the Gigolo comes out.
Dude, you talk about snail trails left and right, man. I'm just saying.
Woo. Girls, let me tell you, the girls are enjoying themselves. Some of the Gigolo.
Hell yeah.
Like that guy is the one that should have. You want to push him? Ravishing Rick Rude has stolen the Gigolo's gimmick.
That's true.
I mean, it might have been. Speaking of the Gigolo, Chris, he wanted to come say hi to you tonight, so a little Gigolo for you.
Yes.
It goes. Jimmy's gonna dance. Come on, Jimmy, do it. What a fucking stud he is. Look at that. Look at the moves on the Gigolo.
Look at that.
Can you imagine the ladies lining up for a piece of that? The Gigolo shuffle. Look at him.
Good God, look at that.
Bro, him and Alex Wright would have been a hell of a tag team together with their moves.
Thankfully, my wife isn't watching this.
Bro, you're lucky she's not watching right now. She'd be just ditching you for the rest of the week. Just going watching Gigolo videos instead. Wishing the Gigolo. She's gonna cut your hair one night to look like the Gigolo. Chris has that long hair and stuff. Man, he's getting that shit trimmed right for the Gigolo.
That's right.
He's getting the Gigolo cut. Brother Love as a manager for Dude Love would have been interesting as a faction known as Free Love. They love you.
Did you know that? Remember with the group Kai and Tai.
I remember Kai and Tai.
The Indeed promos they did. Apparently, apparently that was Bruce Pritchard doing the.
It was funny stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Rick Rude talked a lot about pissants, but would never dare talk about Gigolo like that. He's smart. He's not fucking with the Gigolo.
Oh yeah, I agree.
What is Michael's rambling on about here?
I have no idea.
He's had more than a few somas at this point.
I don't sound like a dick, but yeah, I can tell he's loaded.
Loaded is an understatement for him right at this point in time. He is just absolutely fucking shit-faced on something.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Sean has changed his life around, of course, and everybody's, giving him many compliments for how he's changed around, and everybody has their demons and mistakes that they made. None of us are immune to poor choices that we've all made in our life at some point. But, looking at it here, when you can see it on camera with this guy, it's a sad sight to see where you see him. You could just see what an absolute prick he was as a human being and just how bad he must have been struggling with substances at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine what an asshole he was to deal with?
Yeah, I could imagine. And he's similar to the way Randy Orton used to be. Basically, like, he's so damn good that you have no choice but to put up with him.
Yep. Sean turning heel, and Vince just said, show up to work and be yourself. Yes.
Yeah.
Was Taka part of the segments where they cut off Val's, I believe he was Bridge Burner. Yeah, I think he was part of them at the time. And it was what was it? Yamamoto's son was the leader of it or something like that. And he had that beautiful woman.
Yes. Apparently Val slept with his wife.
Gigolo versus Sable in a hip dancing contest.
Dick
Sable
Togo was his name.
Sable was a hell of a dancer and did the Sable moves. I don't even know if she could beat the Gigolo though.
No, not even close.
I don't even know. Maybe he just worked an Iron Man backstage with Vince. Shit hit the fan.
Oh my God.
Fantasy booking, Road Warriors and Demolition versus Steiner's and Doom. I'm taking the Warriors and Demolition. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, Warriors Demolition.
Okay. Bridge Burner said, I used to imagine how hard it was dealing with the Road Warrior Hawk when he was doing bad on shit. Yeah, we've talked a lot about it on the show here in the past when we've covered some of those shows and episodes, just how fucked up he was, especially at SummerSlam 92. I think we just did it this last summer, or maybe a year or so ago we did it. And
Yeah.
you can see in the ring that, Animal was the workhorse for there because him and Bulldog had been out the night before getting shit-faced. So,
oh, without a doubt. I mean, and it's just a damn shame. I don't do it for you. Good God, Sean. What the hell is he saying?
I don't think he knows what's going on at this point. Who does Undertaker's next big feud that's coming up here shortly after him and Michaels, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't he save him in the Hell in a Cell or something like that? He rips it off.
Yeah.
Is that what he comes off and saves Michaels in the Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. Hold on. Okay, so not this pay-per-view, but the next one. Is when Kane debuts.
Yeah, I don't like it either, Bridge Burner. Bridge Burner said, Chris, I always thought it was a bad taste of how they played into the storylines with the substance abuse issues. I agree. I've never been a fan of that, man. You don't want to I get storyline and stuff, and there's different things you want to play off of. There's so much better stuff you can do than playing off of somebody's demons that they're currently experiencing or just got over. It's
I agree.
I never liked when WCW did it with Hall. I thought it was awful. It was one of the honestly, I feel when they started doing stuff like that, it really was some of the stuff that started to make WCW really dwindle for me and just lose a lot of interest in it. But that's me. I just don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing people's personal lives when they're going through shit like that could kill them, and they make a fucking joke out of it. But I mean, whatever. I get it. It's entertainment. We've all made poor jokes at some point. It's just not something I like.
That's like if they were going to make storylines out of our struggles. I mean, no offense, I would.
Listen, I'm not immune to ripping some asshole that's done a bazillion times of fucking up, aka Sonny. Okay, they deserved getting ripped on by people at that point. But if somebody's really actively struggling and trying to clean their shit up, that's the worst thing you can do. Now, do I think that they were wrong sometimes with doing it with Hall? Of course, but Scott Hall had a million chances too and didn't give a shit. So
yeah, I agree.
I also don't think it's always good to make fun of it, but I think they deserve to be able to be critiqued when they've had a lot of issues and they just don't want to fix themselves. It's hard to trust them. It's like you see Buff Bagwell now. How many people believe Buff is sober? He tells you he is, but it's hard to believe.
Yeah, which I want to get him the benefit of the doubt. I do, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if he is or not.
The Gigolo could have been a member, mentor, and manager of Sable. Yes.
Yeah, he could have.
Could Crush have been a replacement for Hawk as LOD? No, I never wanted to see anybody in LOD but Hawk or Animal.
I would say Heidenreich.
We were just talking about this, Bridge Burner. He said, let me ask, was it the right choice to keep the show going after Owen's fall? I'd like to hear people's thoughts on it. We were just talking about this earlier, maybe before you popped on. And it's hard. It's a hard call to make because we're not in that position. It's such a terrible position they were put in. I would probably say that they did the right thing by keeping on with the show. And Chris, what was your thoughts? So you could tell the Bridge Burner?
Which I thought honestly that it was one of those things. Once again, you don't know how you would react unless you were there. Now for me, to keep things as normal as possible, so people wouldn't freak out, I would continue with the show.
Okay,
that's until we found out exactly the circumstances of everything, and then go from there.
Taker always already looks better without the title. Draw's kind of fitting with LOD. Ahmed was cool with it. Ahmed was cool when he did with them at WrestleMania that one time for like a one-off or something like that. Or I could see somebody doing like a one-off like Draws did or something. Just never a permanent member. There was only one Hawk and one Animal.
I think Hornswoggle would have made a great LOD member.
Him coming out with those shoulder pads that are bigger than him.
Oh my God, yes.
Red Kurt Angle wants to see the 6-sided ring make a comeback for TNA. Interesting.
I would
I've never
love to
been a
see
fan
it.
of it, but that's just me.
I
You
love
like
a
it though.
six-sided ring. I love it. I'm so happy for TNA, like with their comeback. Like they're doing really, really good stuff, like with their booking lately. One person that I encourage everybody to check out is Joe Hendry. Absolute freaking gold mine of talent. And Dolph Ziggler's doing freaking great things. And just in general, guys, like the TNA product it's solid right now. I mean,
It will
like,
be sold within a year or two.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay.
And you know, I bet you D'Amore buys them.
Honestly, I think they did D'Amore wrong.
D'Amore's rich without him. That was a part-time gig for him. He didn't give a shit. He's a rich real estate developer. He doesn't care. He could buy that company. He offered to buy it. Yeah, he's loaded.
I did not know
that was a side gig for him, bro.
So essentially, it's like a passion project for him.
Pretty much, I think he loves wrestling, and you know, probably thought he could turn it into a decent business venture over time.
And the thing is that thanks to Scott D'Amore, more people are speaking about the company than they have in over a decade.
There's no value in that brand. There is no value in that brand. There's nothing of value in there whatsoever. I couldn't see why any business would want to buy it. It's not worth shit.
Well, it used to be.
I don't even think it was worth shit then, even when they had good moments. It was never worth anything. It's never generated any big revenue or profits, I guarantee you, especially since Jarrett left. I know he said they did make money, and I'm sure they probably did make some, but it's always been such a dysfunctional thing. Oh no, he's back. Yes, he is back, Daniel. With Vince gone, would Chris Benoit's son ever get a deal in WWE? Never.
No, never. Unfortunately.
Never, Jeremy, I don't think. And I feel bad for the kid if he really wanted to do it, you know. I feel bad for him that, you know, he doesn't get that opportunity, but no, he's never going to.
Who the hell
is the guy? Who was that guy with the mustache?
The Doctor or Steve Austin?
Would you want that fucking guy operating on you?
No.
Bro, no.
He'll try to give you mustache rides mid-surgery, man. It's like, no, dude, stop it.
Out on their Harleys comes the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, excuse me. I mean, the Disciples of Apocalypse. Disciples of Apocalypse, aka the KKK, are here.
Yeah, the white nationalists,
awful gimmick.
Bike riders. Anyways,
Bridge Burner says, to be honest, I know nothing about current wrestling rosters, but I still play the game. I just know the legends. Where did time go? How old are you, Bridge Burner? What's your age? How long you been watching for? Great to see you out. Glad to hear all your comments tonight too. Thanks for checking out the show. Hopefully, you come back again soon. Keep sticking with us. Crush, go back to Kona, brother. For all the people checking us out live or later on, make sure you like and follow our page once again on Facebook, the Retro Wrestling Revival Podcast. Also, check it out on YouTube and give it the hit the subscribe button and hit the bell and notification. And every week, we're always checking out stuff on our radio show. So head on over to our Facebook, like the page. We put up links for all the great stuff we're doing every Saturday and Sunday night. We got a live radio show. You can check it out on the internet and if you're in the Atlanta area as well. So please check it out. 34. Okay, good time. You know, you've definitely been around the bridge with around the park here with all of us, the wrestling world many times. At 34, you've seen some good times.
Oh yeah, which I'm 35, so like he's essentially my age. And good
the old fart here.
Yes, you are. Oh my God.
Sarge is kicking all the he's kicking all the DOA to the back now.
You go back to the Klan rally where you belong.
Yep. Whoever this is, who's in the ring with him? Is that Crush or is that the other guy?
I have no idea.
I don't know which one that is either. What's his
Brian
name?
Lee.
Chainz.
Brian
Isn't that
Lee.
the fake Undertaker?
Yes.
He looks like he's shit-faced too.
Oh my God, Ahmed.
All right. This guy's over with me if he beats the shit out of Ahmed right now.
I thought Ahmed got hurt already.
He came back. He got hurt the first night when he joined the Nation, and then he disappeared for a couple months, remember?
Oh my God, yeah.
He's got sleep marks on his back there from where he was laying.
Oh my God, come on.
He really does, though, bro. It looks like he was laying on something in the back, and he's got marks all over it from where he was sleeping.
Yeah.
Chainz Brian Lee here. Doesn't look like he's worked a solo match in a long time. He's like a fish out of water.
Oh yeah. Apparently, I just got a text message that they had the fire department show up to the arena because the DOA is burning a cross in the back.
Oh so, yeah. It doesn't work out well for him there. Somebody called Johnny Law on him.
Yeah. I think it was John Laurinaitis.
Might have been.
Hey guys, I think you need to stop burning that cross. Vinny's having a doo-doo party in the back.
Oh Lord, Slaughter's making sure we get the Chainz Ahmed one-on-one match we were all dying for.
Oh my God, come on.
Jeremy says, Bridge Burner, you're in good company, brother. Absolutely. Thank you, Jeremy. Daniel says, attack the knee. Yep, he's gone for another year.
Oh my God.
Not a WWF wrestler, but I always liked Glacier, and I felt he was underrated. Same with Mortis. As cheesy as he seems now, Mortis was great as a worker. Chris Kanyon was awesome. Glacier, to me, and Chris Bridgeburner, I'm going to speak for Chris on this. He is the shits. Oh, God, he's awful. If he would have been 2 or 3 years before, it would have got over.
It was just horrible.
I'm not going to say maybe got over, but it would have been something they did a lot more with. And at the time he came, Bridgeburner, he was dead in the water right from the start. Nobody gave a shit.
And we have personally dealt with him. Ray
He's
Lloyd.
An asshole.
He's an asshole, yeah.
He's an asshole. Glacier sucks. The fire department heard there was smoke, and then Sean exited his locker room. Sub-Zero Taker Temu version. Yes, sir. You got it. Right there. Chris, you ever ordered anything from Temu?
No, I haven't.
The Super Bowl commercial. No, I haven't either. But those Super Bowl commercials that they were doing for Temu was fun. It was like the catchy thing. Temu.
Moo. It's
what was your favorite Super Bowl commercial?
I would have to say I liked the hold on. The one with Stone Cold. I thought was fantastic.
Okay.
With the mullet. I like that one. Which was outstanding. What about you?
My favorite one was the Arnold Schwarzenegger State Farm commercial with Danny DeVito.
Yes, that one was outstanding. The
Glacier was dope. His whole get up, Sub-Zero, Stoss. Well, hey, if you like him, great. No worries.
I mean, which everybody has their likes and dislikes.
Everybody, I'm not judging anybody's likes and dislikes. Everybody has a different flavor. That's the good thing about life, and I respect everybody's opinion. I thought he sucked, but if other people loved him, I'm all for it for you. 100%.
So freaking Ahmed's being kicked out of the nation already.
Already?
Yes.
I mean, literally, Chris, this guy couldn't get along with anybody. They wanted nothing to do with him, even at this point.
Yeah.
Did he disappear after this?
Yes.
This was it for him? Was this his write-off from TV?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. I don't know if he had any more matches or anything. Daniel says, yes, get rid of him. Get rid of Ahmed.
Thank you, Jesus. He's terrible.
My wife had got amazing stuff from Temu. All right. I've heard good reviews from it from some people. Nice to see you out too, Eric, tonight. I know I think maybe you popped by the page a few times, but it's great to see you out. Welcome.
Wish I've never ordered.
Yeah, I've never ordered anything from there here. They didn't have to get him to sell. He just fell asleep.
Oh my God.
Oh boy, here's one of the worst theme songs of all time, the Godwinns.
Oh my God, that flag.
Oh. They're going to be Southern Justice eventually one day, right?
Yes. Yeah. They would have been great in DOA. I'm sorry, that's mean. Anyways. All right.
This is a match I just don't care about because I don't care about either of these two tag teams. The Headbangers and these guys right here. I never got why people like the Headbangers.
I liked the WCW version of the Godwinns. Shanghai Pierce and
Tex Lassinger.
Yes, I thought they were great. But the Godwinns I really was never a huge fan of.
Bridge burner. Ahmed must have been a crybaby. His feuds with Farouk seemed a little personal. I think he was one of the biggest crybabies in the history of the WWF. That's just my personal opinion. And You can go watch all of his shoot interviews out there. The guy was a piece of shit human, and nobody liked him, and he thinks he's the most. He overvalues the shit out of himself. Let's just say that. So,
Bridgeburner. The funny thing is that you are right. Ahmed freaking injured Ron Simmons' kidney, lacerated his kidney. And which Ron Simmons was out for months. Freaking Ahmed did not apologize, did not call him or anything. Was talking shit while Farouk was out. And Ron Simmons, Mark Henry even said to Ahmed, "You better watch your mouth because whenever he comes back, he's going to beat your ass." And apparently what happened in one of the matches that they had when Ron Simmons returned, freaking Ahmed legitimately whooped his ass in the ring. So, yeah.
I would not want to mess with Ron Simmons. He's unfuckwithable. The Confederate shirts are coming soon to add to their outfits. Yeah, it's coming real soon. Ahmed was always picked last. Was always picked last on the kickball teams in elementary school. They call him CP.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord.
Love it.
Let's see. Who's your favorite version of Mick Foley? Cactus Jack for me. Chris, for you?
Cactus Jack, yes. Hands down. Bang, bang.
Savio Vega was one for me that was underrated. Love Savio Vega. Great pick, Bridgeburner. Same with D'Lo, great performer. D'Lo's a great performer, too. Ahmed saying he could kick Ron's ass really sealed the deal. And I was the one that got to ask him that question, which was the best part. So,
yes.
I was the one that riled that one up. Cactus Jack for Bridgeburner, too. Love Cactus Jack.
Yeah, I would never call out Ron Simmons to a fight. I'm sorry.
What's your second favorite Mick Foley?
Dude Love.
Yeah, me too.
I love Dude Love. The Mankind I thought was decent whenever he debuted, but then as like the character morphed, I thought it became more of just Mick Foley wearing a mask. So yeah,
gotcha.
The initial Mankind I liked, but later on, no, not really.
Lawrence is picking Cactus Jack, and Bridgeburner, I think he's saying his second favorite one's Mankind. And I know Daniels, of course. Dude Love number one. Ow! Have mercy. His first Taker feuds will always be special to me. Oh, amazing feuds for him, Bridgeburner.
Yeah,
fantastic. Just what a great era of Mick Foley and all the stuff that he was doing.
I agree.
Him and Undertaker were like magic every time they got in the ring, Chris. They just
oh god, yes, they were.
They fed off of each other so perfectly. Hey, Chris, could you take the reins for just a minute, please?
I will.
All right, I'll be back in just a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is this Thrasher or Mosh? Okay, so Phineas is coming in to make the save. We got Thrasher that cuts off Phineas, Mosh, and there's literally fans screaming boring right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, the Boiler Room, hold on. Mr. Bridges says the Boiler Room Mankind is the best. I agree. I like the Mankind, that version of him. Thankfully, this match is freaking over with. My least favorite was Dude Love. Lawrence says Dude Love was my second favorite. Ugly slop drop at that one. Yeah, I just never understood the gimmicks with these guys. I never understood why they were so over. Or I don't know. But it is what it is. So apparently Brian Pillman, he lost his match at SummerSlam the night before, and he's supposed to wear a dress. So let's see, will Pillman wear the dress? And it's a shame because in less than 2 months, Pillman will not be with us anymore. So it's absolutely sad, guys. We got Gold Dust coming out, Dustin Rhodes with Marlena. Hold on. Vince just likes putting other men in dresses. Yes, I agree. It's going to be Phineas is funny to watch. Henry Godwinn versus Hunter and the Pigpen 90s were crazy. Yes. The Pigpen match. I would have to say that was probably the highlight of Henry Godwinn's career. All right, here we go. Brian Pillman, is he actually going to come up with? Is he going to come out with the dress? Hold on. I wonder if Pillman would have headed out of WWF when the Montreal Screwjob happened. I think he probably would have. I think he definitely would have. Okay, here we go. Hopefully NXT does more with Pillman's son. Honestly, he's grown on me. Lexus King, I like that gimmick. That's a lot better than what AEW has done. I don't think he's the most talented guy out there, but I feel like he could potentially do like a lot more in the NXT brand. All right, here we go. We got Smiley Face by the Bridge Burner. I love it. Okay, we got Sparkplug Bob Holly against Brian Pillman and a dress. So Pillman's wearing the dress. Fascinating, interesting. And I'm hoping Sparkplug he can pull up the upset. Maybe this gimmick is what inspired Vito. Just saying. You never know, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see here. This is
So why is he wearing the dress? Is this because he lost to Goldust or something?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was.
And the match that they
upset that the dress came from Pat Patterson's closet.
Oh God. Apparently, okay, so the match they had at SummerSlam was for the loser has to wear a dress. And the match that they have next month at Ground Zero, it is if Pillman wins, Marlena is his slave for 30 days.
Is Pillman wearing a fucking thong?
Yes.
This is disgusting. This is fucking disgusting.
Remember,
Lord.
This is Vince McMahon.
Listen, I give credit to any male performer that will, bite the bullet and do this dress shit, like Vito did or like Pillman did. I don't get it. I give him credit for being professional, but by God, it's so stupid. It just is dumb to me.
It decredit. Wow.
I mean, Vito got over a little bit doing it.
He did.
I give him credit. He got over pretty good doing it, but I just don't get it.
Vito has the biggest run of his career.
Is she throwing a bra at Pillman, or is that a scarf?
That's a bra.
That's a big-ass bra right there. Is that like Bertha Faze or something?
I have no idea.
Dude, Bob got another victory. He pulled an upset off a few weeks back on Owen Hart. Now he got one over on Pillman.
Dude, Bob's building freaking heat. Dude, he's building momentum.
Ain't nothing like losing to the NASCAR driver.
Dude, that theme song is... Dude, the theme song is amazing.
Respect to anybody that took the stink face. Oh, that's gross. The Ridge Burner.
Oh,
yeah. Ooh.
Oh God, yeah.
True story. My cousin won. My cousin won tag titles with Mick Foley in an independent company in Alabama. They defeated X-Pac and another of the promotion's regulars. My cousin's gimmick was a white version of JYD. His wrestling career was over when he wrestled a rookie that was careless and didn't remove a chair from the ring. And my cousin took a pile driver on the chair and nearly crippled him. Holy shoot! That's not good.
No.
Nuts.
But that's one thing. But that's one thing that nobody could ever take from him is he was tag team champions with Mick Foley.
Yeah. Who cares? That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome right there. I like that. Once again, folks, make sure you like the video if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Just hit that thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Facebook and on YouTube as well, Retro Wrestling Revival Podcast. And check out our TikTok as well, Retro Wrestling REV. I'm going to be starting to put some more stuff up on there. I've sprinkled a couple things over the last few weeks our Facebook is a treasure trove of just wonderful, funny video clips we post throughout the week and other engaging topics. So, shout out to the 6,400 fans that we have over there nearly, and we're excited to continue to bring more. So follow us over on social media, please.
That's right. That's right. And
Brett has to be on commentary because he heard the dude was in the main event. Yes.
I love this Owens theme song.
It's my favorite theme song for Owen Hart.
Yes.
100%.
That
I always have the flashbacks of him and Coco, though.
Yeah.
Coco!
High energy. Coco!
He's putting his two slammies and telling Vince, you better watch that shit.
They call
Piston 316. Chris, did that guy steal your sign?
He did. That son of a bitch. What's wrong with you?
We have the Spanish announce team right next to them, and I saw Tito Santana over there. Arriba!
Arriba. I love Tito.
I love Tito, too. He's a great guy.
Don't call him Chico, though.
I'm not calling him Chico. He's going to nail me with a flying burrito.
No, I'm good. I couldn't do
Here
that.
he comes. It's the dude.
I'll have mercy.
Chris, we might get some sweet Shin music tonight.
Dude, beautiful.
The dude is just so cool, isn't he?
He is. I
Boy,
love
look
it.
at the moves on the dude. He's been studying the gigolo.
Hell yeah, he is. I'm surprised they didn't go for longer with this gimmick.
With Dude Love?
Yeah, I think the gimmick was only about freaking he did it for like less than a year.
Look at the ladies loving the dude. Look at that. She's got a dude tattoo on her. So does she. Look at that. They're doing some makeup over there. Look at the dude with the American flag.
Dude,
what a patriot he is.
Dude, he is just freaking soaking all in this adulation.
Oh, he's loving it.
He's living his best life. Good for dude.
Don't touch those slammies, Vince. We know where your hands have been. Oh, the ladies are all passing out. The blonde is actually Foley's wife. Is it really? Is that Colette?
Really?
She's hot. Nice. My aunt was with Mark Merrill for years. I think he was in WCW at the time or shortly after. It was before his WWF days. Mark is one of our favorite people on the show here, Bridge Burner. We had him on a couple years ago, and just an overall awesome guy. So that's really cool.
He's someone that we greatly admire.
What a nice guy he is. He is just the salt of the earth, just a nice man. We always say it.
And
I'll put him over to the moon.
So many people. He has
so
helped
many
out so
people.
many people.
Oh, look at the dance the dude's doing, man. He's doing the knee thing. He going to the top rope? Oh, bro, look at that. That was a high-risk move by the dude.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Man, that was beautiful.
Mick Foley was loving doing this gimmick, I bet, Chris.
Oh, yeah. And his wife was actually a supermodel. So, yeah.
Isn't that amazing? I'm not saying that, that she shouldn't be with Mick because Mick isn't probably the best looking dude because everybody has different flavors on what they like. Mick, I'm sure from what everybody said and everybody that's met him just says he's the nicest guy in the world and he looks like it. So I can understand probably why she likes his personality, but his wife is smoking hot. Supermodel and model, whatever it is. He definitely punched up on that one, wouldn't you say?
He did, like without a shadow of a doubt. And the thing is like with Mick, and which I'll say this over and over, he's the nicest wrestler I've ever met.
Did he ever have a match with Bret Hart?
I'm sure he has.
I wonder. Because they were kind of like teasing them having a little showdown there for a second. I don't ever remember them having a match. At
least on the maybe like at least the house shows. I don't know.
Oh, here's a good question. I'm going to come back to that in a second, Fridge Burner. Jeremy said, I'm making a prediction for a match at WrestleMania. If DRs allow it, Corey Graves versus Pat. Hints have been there for over a year. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe. I think Corey got cleared to get in the ring, but that could be interesting.
He did?
Maybe. Yeah, he did. They said that he could get back in the ring if he wanted to. They finally cleared him.
Awesome. Good for Corey.
Alex, eat your heart out at Dude Love. Don't get smart, Brett. Montreal will be a picnic compared to messing with the dude. And who were some of your first female crushes? Marlena was mine. I'll go from there. Bridge burner first. I'll say for me, first one, probably Miss Elizabeth, Sunny, Sable, and my all-time favorite crush for WWF females. Jerry Martell's right up there too for me, but my biggest crush would be Trish Stratus, hands down.
For me, I'd say Sunny, Sable, Sherry, Stacy, Trish.
Stacy's a great one too.
Yeah. Tori Wilson.
Great pick.
I can go on and on.
Yeah, everybody's got different. Chris secretly is a Bertha Faye fan as well, and
I am.
For those who have not tuned in before to see it, Chris was outed by his lovely wife Priscilla a little bit ago, and she told us of Chris's deep, dark, dirty secret that he is a Nia Jax fan and has had a secret crush on her for years, and he finally came clean about it on the show and admitted it. So it's we respect it. Everybody's got their flavor that they like. Chris likes not. He likes bigger women.
I do like bigger women. Okay, I like
Jacqueline was beautiful. Bridge burner, by the way. I love Miss Jacqueline.
Yeah, she was.
And tough as a $2 steak, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And here's one that I didn't mention. Remember Nydia?
Say that one again.
Remember Nydia?
Oh yeah, Nydia was good with Tough Enough.
Yeah, I thought she was hot too. So,
which gimmick did you like of hers the best? The woman Noble?
Yes.
She was the trailer park queen or whatever?
Yeah, I thought she was hot as shit.
She was a beautiful woman for sure. I think she was like a stripper or something before she signed with WWF with Tough Enough.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not just saying that. I believe she was. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I believe. Ow, that elbow that Mick tried to land on the outside on Owen, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
I believe she was, though. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Nydia, but I believe she was. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but honest money, whatever. I think she was, though. Brett Mankind, January 25th, 1997 on Shotgun Saturday Night on YouTube. All right, there we go. Thanks, Jeremy. They did have a match.
There's more episodes of Shotgun on YouTube now.
We got to get back to that one day. I would be cool with watching it from the beginning again, just to see the first episode.
Yes.
I have never in all the years on the show laughed as hard as I did during that episode.
Yes.
It was absolutely tremendous. I think it's in the archive somewhere way back a few years ago that we did it, but on the Facebook. But
isn't it not Sangria Masquerita or whatever his name was?
Yeah, that's the one with Masquerita Sangrata Jr. and Pettingill's in the ring singing the most stereotypical and awful fucking version of the Macarena to make fun of the midget. So
yes.
I'm going to be honest, there was a time span where I found China attractive, but her looks changed. Maybe I was tripping. We were talking about her earlier. I never thought she was attractive in any way, Bridgeburn, even when she got the surgery done. Just for me, just wasn't my cup of tea.
But like once again, I mean, to each their own.
Everybody likes something different, 100%. Yeah. And I'm not saying she's not a beautiful woman. It's just different styles for people. So whatever people like, I'm all supportive of it.
Well, and here's something else that I'm going to admit live on air. Someone else I do like is Piper Niven.
She's very pretty outside of the ring when they don't do her up the way that she does. Yeah, the Piper Niven. I saw a couple of pictures of her recently outside. She's actually very pretty.
Yeah, dewdrop. So yeah.
To think Mick wants to have a death match for his 60th next year. I don't want to see it, Daniel. I love Mick. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see Mick get hurt. And I have nothing but love and respect for Mick Foley. I just don't think it's a smart idea, but who am I to say that to anybody? It's his life. JBL commentary on the ECW pay-per-view was gold. He talks so much shit. I can still go back and listen. I love JBL in general, and I love him on commentary, and he is a wrestling god.
Yeah, he is. JBL is so damn good on commentary.
His gimmick when he actually won the title and the feuds that he had over there that year was phenomenal, and he played such a great heel. Loved it. I liked his stuff with Shawn Michaels, too.
Oh yeah, well, just think about it. If JBL didn't do as good as he did, like with the gimmick,
Bro,
John Cena wouldn't have been as over.
No, I would agree. Bro, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You have to look at this clown in the fucking front row with the hair. He's not there yet. I'll tell you when it's going to be on camera again. But you have to look at this guy's mullet and what he did to his hair.
Oh my God.
And that he actually walked out of the house thinking this was a good idea. I have never seen a mullet like this. I hope they put the camera on him again, and I'm gonna tell you when.
Oh shit.
He looks like Dave Meltzer grew his hair out into a curlier mullet. Maybe it could be him. Maybe Meltzer is in disguise here. Austin's out now and just nailed Owen with the slammy. The dude's going to go for the cover. 1, 2, boom. Owen lost again. The dude got the victory. All right, Chris, look on the far left of the screen. The guy in the black tank top, if he pops up again. Look at him right there.
Oh, my God.
Bro, do you see that fucking mullet on this guy?
Good God.
That's a perm mullet right there.
That is freaking.
He fucking permed his hair into an awful mullet.
Bethlehem, you finally have the top spot.
Bethlehem just took it in the first 7 minutes of the show or less.
That's a record.
Stephanie is great, Bridge Burner. She is smoking hot. What neck injury? What? Good job, Steve-O. Do you guys remember watching old WWF pay-per-views and seeing the same like 3 or 4 guys in the crowd on most shows? Who are they? Yes, Vladimir. We were just talking about him a few weeks ago on the show. Super fan. Did a good documentary on Peacock, sir.
Yeah.
Check it out. Look at the dude getting mugged by the ladies to end the show. Very nice.
Without a doubt.
All right, Chris, I know you got to go to work in a few minutes, but I want to just get your opinion really fast before we hop off. Yes, Daniel, they are the reigning and undisputed champion of ugly. Not just ugly, but fugly. Chris, before we head off, my friend, thumbs up, thumbs down, or in the middle on the show?
Thumbs in the middle. There was a few good moments like that with Dude Love. The stuff like with Brian Pillman was funny. The stuff like with Bret Hart, I liked. Shawn Michaels, like the nonsensical rambling was bullshit. Like flat out, thumbs in the middle. It was a below average show.
Okay.
What about you?
All right. Let me just read this fast. Bridgeburn said this was fun. We'll have to catch more lives. Well, thanks, Bridgeburn. We really appreciate it. And we hope you come back again soon. And thank you for investing your time tonight. And hope you give us a follow on whatever medium you're watching on. And we are very appreciative of you coming out. Hope to see you again soon, my friend. 100%. Yes, thanks so much. And everybody else, too, that comes out, checks it out live later on. We love all you and appreciate all your support always. It means a lot to Chris and I. So my opinion's thumbs down. I didn't find it to be a good show at all. I thought it was just boring. And it was slop, and they put together just really not that great of matches and moments. The Taka Bryan match was good. It was quick. Other than that, I really wasn't invested in much. Even the Dude Love and Owen match sucked to me. I mean, it's great to see the dude and him keeping on stuff, but nah, I just thumbs down for me, Chris.
I agree.
We do here, we do WCW every other week, Bridge Burner. So every other week we do WCW on our lives on Monday nights. So this is an Attitude Era show basing each week of Nitro versus Raw, and we make our opinion. So if you like WCW stuff, we got a ton of stuff in our archives on YouTube and Facebook too. We do lots of WCW. That was a classic, absolutely. I turn on Raw, and Jay throws 5 spears at Gunther. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
All right, everybody. We are going to be wrapping it up for the night because Chris has to get to work. Chris, closing thoughts before we head off tonight.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you. We appreciate you. We are for fans, by fans. Exciting news like that's coming up soon. And we just want to say you are all the reason why we are able to announce what we're going to announce. So thank you so much, guys. We love you, and God bless.
Absolutely. Right. We'll make the announcement on the radio show this weekend.
Yes.
So if you guys want to check it out, go on over on the radio show Saturday or Sunday night. We'll share some good stuff that we got going on and some more things that are on the horizon for the show. But we are out of time for tonight. So for Brother Martin, I'm John. We are out of here. We'll see you again real soon. Give us a follow on all that social media and YouTube. Subscribe, all that good stuff that I mentioned earlier. And we hope you have a great rest of your week. So we'll see you again on Saturday and Sunday. Bridge Burner, do you have Facebook? If you have Facebook, go on over to our page. If not, I'll just shoot me an email. It is retrowrestlingrevival@gmail.com, and I can shoot the links over to you for sure, my friend. So 100%, we'll shoot it over. So, Chris, we're out of here. Everybody be good. We'll see you later on this week for the radio, and thank you for your time. And we had a blast tonight, as always. We'll see you again real soon right here on the Retro Wrestling Revival.